loading up the hearse, throw it in reverse. I come from the church of the Marvel Universe. Bodies getting stuffed in the bags like...
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Cryptcast. I'm Mike.
And I'm crying. Grab your ankles and shit your pants, true believers. We're reviewing Tank Girl.
Yes. And, boy.
It's a tank.
So when I pick, I always kind of have like a rough time.
Was this a you pick?
This is a me pick.
Oh, fuck you.
You weren't involved. I don't want to hear it.
No. Listen, it was something I have always wanted to read.
Sure, it's on my list too.
Yeah.
But so I'll go and I'll try to pick a few options and I'll hem and haw over it. And this last time, I had asked Brian about it because sometimes I will. It's like, hey, which one of these do you prefer to read for a pick? Because sometimes I'll just like slam stuff on you and that's it. But I looked for input, and we landed on Tank Girl because we both had never actually read Tank Girl.
Such a classic, such a staple.
Right. And it feels like a huge mistake.
Yeah, it was like jumping on a live grenade.
So we're looking at Tank Girl Color Classics, Book 1, 1988 to 1990, by Jamie Hewlett, Alan Martin, and Tracy Bailey.
Tracy Bailey does new colors, which I'm gonna say, right? Because they credited it that way. Mm-hmm. You know, like covers and art by Jamie and written design and curated by Alan and new colors by Bailey. Honestly, I feel like the new colors helped because I did not like much about this book, but the artwork was vibrant.
Yes.
Like, I'm gonna struggle to find the nice things to say.
Sure.
The colors were vibrant.
The art is the high point for me in general. I have been... So, for me, I was introduced to Jamie Hewlett through The Gorillas. And I have always liked his art. And even though, like, he's known for two things, Tank Girl and Gorillas.
Right.
I had never read Tank Girl because I didn't have much interest. It was just on the list to get to eventually.
Sure.
I could have not read it.
Oh, man, I wish I hadn't.
The best part of the book for me was the cover gallery in the back.
Yes.
The cover... Like, when he's doing, like larger pieces, they're beautiful.
Yeah. The static images are the best parts of the book, like where he has a big action pose.
Yes. Yeah. The problem is when his panel structure is so fucking messy.
Yeah, layouts suck.
Yeah. I wouldn't say suck because they're readable. Like, you know where to go.
Barely.
But you know where to go.
There were a couple times he drew fucking arrows because it was that hard.
That's fair, but that's part of it too. You know what I will say? I hated the lettering in here.
The lettering is trash. Because unnecessary word bubbles.
Outside, I mean the actual lettering.
Yeah, actual lettering.
Because
and just unnecessary words being there.
How many times was a word split up and you had to follow the dash to get to the other side of the word? That's just bad lettering. Mm-hmm. Like, format your shit better.
Yeah.
Before we start, which I don't know how we're actually going to review this thing.
I don't know either.
Because it's going to be really, really long or really, really short. Because I don't know what to do here.
Because I also feel like formatting in the comics themselves went from, like, terrible to, like, oh, it's getting better, to, like, no, let's just fuck this thing and go completely off the rails again.
I do feel like it became more... No, that's not true. It didn't become more cohesive as it went on.
I thought maybe it did at parts. It got better, and then it shit itself again.
It wasn't like a gradual climb or anything. It was definitely a story-by-story basis, but there are better ones than others in here. I have a favorite. And
as bad as this is, I feel like, in some way, because we're not in 1988, we're missing out on something. Well, first off, it came out in, what was it, letters?
I would say, give me a second.
Deadlines.
Let me read this intro, and then we can talk, and we'll figure everything out. Yeah. The first thing I want to do is read this. Because I think part of this is why I probably would have liked it when it was coming out.
Yeah, because you're probably getting it in small, tiny doses in a magazine. Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
Tank Girl was originally published in the legendary Deadline magazine between the years 1988 to 1995. Drawn and written, for the most part, by Jamie Hewlett and Alan Martin, it mixed a punk aesthetic with Looney Tunes-style adventures. In this anniversary series, we reappraise the initial run of comics, giving them a shiny new full-color treatment, in a style consistent with their age and original production, and add context with artwork, strips, and photos from Hewlett and Martin archives. Happy birthday, Tank Girl. So... I think what you said exactly. The fact that it was published inside of Deadline magazine in these little mini stories, because these stories are
piece together a lot of
2,
them.
3, 4 pages, 5
Right.
at the most. They're very short.
Right, there's what you said, 13 stories in this entire...
There's 13 stories with little mini things in between sometimes. I think there was one that had like a 3-parter that connected. Otherwise, they're just one-offs. I think reading them as snippets, like you said, in a bigger magazine, they would probably have been great.
The third one that starts to seemingly start off like a normal comic with the guy Vex waiting in the desert. Mm-hmm. It just becomes a completely different story.
Yeah.
It just shits the bed, and then all of a sudden we got these religious guys, and they're going to the second birthing of Christ.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
it just completely changed direction in the middle of the fucking thing.
When that says Looney Tunes, it means it.
Yeah, but I feel like Looney Tunes is more coherent than this shit.
Yeah, Looney Tunes definitely has more coherent narratives. So, like, how do you want to go over this? Because I don't know how to do it. Because I don't want to go through each thing because they're just absolutely ridiculous. Like, I can give you an idea of what each one is about from my notes, but I don't want to get too much into it because it's just a lot of bullshit. Like, there's no overarching narrative other than Tank Girl, if you want to stick with the Looney Tunes comparison, is an asshole Bugs Bunny who likes to have her tits out.
Yeah, she's a nympho drunk.
She's like she's a stereotypical like gross punk girl.
Yeah. She is there to break any double standard. You know? Like she's still sexy, but she's gross.
Yes.
Like she's like a sex object. Everyone around her still thinks she's hot, but she's disgusting.
Yeah.
Like, you know,
yeah, it is. She's everything.
Yeah, you know.
She's like a supernatural force in like a radioactive wasteland, but also like society still exists and you just go to Sydney for no problem.
Right. She smokes and drinks on the regular, sleeps late, has hangovers, but calls her mom.
Yeah, she writes her a nice letter.
Writes her letters.
Yeah.
So again, incoherent. Because in the beginning, first story, there's a party in the desert and a gang of kangaroos. A mutant kangaroo.
Yeah, they're like people kangaroos.
They're
kangaroo people,
yeah, to be specific. If you're familiar with the movie and shit, she winds up dating one.
That was my first contact with it, was the movie.
Yeah, that was my first contact with it, too.
Lori Pettit.
Yeah. So she's a bounty hunter. And these kangaroos crash a party, and she goes to fuck up the kangaroos. She goes to collect the bounty on the kangaroo bad guys.
Specifically the gang leader, Rocky.
Yeah, and after the kangaroos show up and really just murder the fuck out of people and drink their beer.
They're not even really hurting the people. They're just there, like, getting stuff. I don't think they're, like, murdering anybody.
I mean, this guy got clocked in the face and is bleeding.
Okay.
This guy's got a gun to her head.
I bring that up specifically because Tank Girl shows up to save the day, and she actually kills everybody.
Yeah.
She runs over everybody.
Haphazardly kills everyone. She chases the head guy. What was his name? Dog something?
I think it's Rocky.
Rocky Dog something, right? What the fuck? Rocky Deadhead.
Sure.
She chases Rocky Deadhead through the desert up onto a rock where they both pass out, exhausted, laughing, and then they fuck.
Yep. And then she shoots him. So she can get the bounty.
And then the next comic, because that's really just that's the one comic. Mm-hmm. And the next comic, she wakes up to a CB radio call from Sergeant...
Small unit.
Yeah. Ha, so clever. Small unit. And now she's what, part of a fucking army? What is she? What the fuck?
Yeah. It's it.
Like, she's a bounty hunter in the first issue. Now she's acting
like
to a sergeant.
You're gonna remember this is first, right? Like, so like the lore for her, I guess, is evolving over time.
Right.
For what they want her to be.
Piecemeal, I feel like we're just like for this.
It definitely is. It's just like and shit's just wacky because like her mission is to get colostomy bags to the Australian president.
Right.
That's her mission.
Right.
That's it.
Yeah.
She has to get colostomy bags for him before he shits himself on television.
You know, and fucking wackiness ensues. She gets attacked by this, like, fucking dread-headed Ninja Turtle.
He looks like a cracked out Ninja Turtle, yeah.
Yeah, he's got missiles tied to the end of his dreads. You know, like, we could get into detail, but we're not gonna.
I don't know. It's...
That's what I'm saying, we're not gonna. And basically, she doesn't get there, and the president shits himself, and the punchline, you know, has one of those wacky punchlines. Looks like we both messed up. Ha 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 ha.
That's what I'm saying. I don't want to go through all the stories because I don't think it's worth it.
It's terrible. See, I like stuff like this with the picture of, like, you know, Jamie and friends in front of his house.
Yes,
and
all the
like the history of it and like
the added stuff. Like, I like the photos. I like that kind of shit. The behind the scenes kind of thing.
Like, brilliant. We're on to the third story already.
And Jamie Hewlett looks like he's 12 years old all the time.
Right.
And even now, he looks like a 50-year-old, 12-year-old.
Which is funny because all these pictures are so dated.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they look like they're 80s punks. Like, they're acid wash jeans cuffed up with their Doc Martens and a flannel around the waist. And
Yep. Yep.
Chapter 3, Big Mouth Strikes Again. This guy, Vex, Godlove. Whatever.
I just have, Good Groove? God Groove? I don't know. Who cares?
Vex.
Sure, Vex.
He is sitting next to a crash tank in the middle of the desert, and it is a tricky trap. It's a tricky trap to catch an empathetic tank girl, which means this guy doesn't know his target at all. She shows up wearing a pink hockey mask because she cut herself shaving. I thought the pink hockey mask was interesting.
It's a cool look.
It's a very, very Doctor Doomish. Like, she cut her head shaving, so she's very Doctor wearing a fucking... but she catches him, and he's like, oh, I'm trapped. Makes a plea for help. I mean, she kind of agrees to help him, and then shit talks him a little bit, and then decides to show him her weapons, which I don't know why you would do that. But she has an array of weapons, and she's showing them off. And this is important, kids. She has one gun that makes your testicles big. And she fires it into the sky. Remember that. So anyway, they go double-cross each other. And she doesn't even double-cross him. She accidentally kicks the handbrake, and her tank rolls over him.
Yeah, he's dead.
And kills him.
Yep.
Well, the end. But no, wait, there's more. As she molests a kangaroo.
Well, she abuses a koala.
I'm sorry, not a kangaroo, a koala.
She abuses a koala.
Yeah, since Vex is dead, she has time, and there's a poor innocent koala there. She just decides to fondle him. And a plane crashes out of the sky.
Whoa. She's not, like, sexually molesting him. She's just being a dick and hurting him.
Yeah, well, I mean, if you molest their ears.
You say molest and fondle. That brings a particular image to mind.
So does that koala,
jerking off a koala.
Does that koala look like he's having a good time?
No.
But anyway, this plane crashes out of the sky because their pilot's testicles grew so big that he could no longer operate the plane.
Yeah.
And it's these two...
I call them party priests.
Yeah, weird-looking Jesus freak guys. Like, they're very religious, and they're trying to make their way to a holy quest or a Christmas party. So they hop in the tank with Tank Girl, which is never a good idea because she drives like a New York City taxi cab.
Yeah, but they get there.
Even though, they drive off a cliff and off the side of a mountain, through the roof of a building, which happens to be the party destination, where little baby Jesus is being born.
Yeah, it's the second coming of Christ.
It's the second coming of Christ, and it's like a manger scene, but it's got pink aardvarks and alligators and ostriches. And one of the things I truly hate about this book is the word bubbles. Damn, Christ, look, foosh. Somebody tell me what foosh means in England or Australia.
I think it's just bullshit. I think it's just sounds.
Bloody cheeky shit. Wow. Sue tank? Good lord. Like, it's just really the little bubbles. Oh my god. And the punchline here is they didn't bring a bottle, and you should always bring a bottle when attending a party.
Sure. Like I said, I don't think we should go through each individual one. Like, it's not worth it.
Hey, listen, that's 3, man. I
we have 10 more.
Yeah, take over.
No, because it's not worth the time. I don't think it's worth the time for us to go through every little thing. It's really not, because it's not enjoyable. I had to read this book so when I get a book for this, depending on what kind of book it is, I will allot my time differently, right? Sure. If we get like a 5 or 6 issue, I'll be like, I'll start that on Friday, I'll read it so it's fresh for recording. For something bigger, like we did Secret Wars, I read a couple issues like a day until I was done. This, I thought, like, oh, I'll just be able to read that through the weekend, no problem. And man, I had to put it down constantly. I would read like 2 stories at a time, and I'd be like, all right, it has to go away. I have to go do something else, and I have to come back to it. It took me like 4 days to read this.
I read 2 issues. When did you pick this? Not last Friday, but the Friday before.
Yeah, we had 2 weeks. Yeah.
So not like a week, 2 Fridays ago, I read the first 2 issues, and hated every minute of it. That I put off reading it until the last couple of days.
I don't do that,
and I've tried to power through it, and it has been hell.
Right, you could only read like 2 at a time, right? Yeah. It's rough. So I'm saying it's not worth going through this and torturing people listening to. Okay, how about this? Do you have let's do it this way. Do you have a best and worst story in here?
No, it's all fucking dog shit, and I will never fucking look at it again. It turns out the only thing I really like about Tank Girl is girls who cosplay Tank Girl.
Sure. Fair enough. Let's see. That's the next. The next story is.
I took 3 pages of notes for us to fucking breeze through this.
Man, I don't know how to make this entertaining because it's just it's going through nonsense the whole time. It's not going to make any sense.
Yeah, and there's a lot of like cultural references. There's a lot of name drops that I don't know.
There's lots of names. Yeah, lots of names and stuff. At one point, we'll get to. How about this? The next one, Sergeant Small Unit is having nightmares about Tank Girl killing him, so he hires people to go kill her.
Yeah, and one of them's that Vox guy, or Vex, he's back.
I think that's probably just like a character type. But she goes to get plastic surgery from her friend Stevie's uncle, who does like magic.
He does voodoo plastic surgery.
Who messes it up. And in Sergeant Small Unit's nightmares, he's being crushed to death by her missile tits.
Her giant missile titties.
And because of the voodoo magic that shifts her body around, she ends up crushing him with her real tits.
Yes, they get real large, and they knock his gun from his hand, and he gets triggered like it's
a nightmare. It's true.
Yeah, so he commits suicide.
Trying to wake up.
And
all the people following him are idiots and also commit
suicide.
Yeah.
Yep.
The one after that is an Indiana Jones guy, has God's dressing gown, and he accidentally comes across Tank Girl. She
God's
fucks around.
Robe. It's
God's like dressing. It's
like
robe.
the Ark of the Covenant or whatever the hell. Like it's a religious thing.
Yeah.
And it's got properties.
When its properties are, it can make lots of guns. Like God stuff. And when all's said and done,
it's an Indiana Potato Jones.
How
did they get away with that?
Because potato?
I'm sure.
When all comes down to it, Tank Girl gets the robe.
She rips the sleeve off the robe and makes herself a tank top because
that's the next one. She's got to fight ninjas. She can't.
All right.
Ninjas topless.
She's running around with parental advisory stickers on her boobs because she doesn't have a shirt.
Yes. The devil shows up and offers her 3 wishes, and she ends up outsmarting him in that her first wish is to be on TV. The second wish is to make anyone who wears the gown Jimmy Savile, who is a reference I know, which is a little fucked up in retrospect.
Who's Jimmy Savile?
I'll let you know. And the third wish is for a giant beer. So the devil puts on the cloak, the God's dressing gown,
right,
and he becomes like Jimmy Savile. So Jimmy Savile was like he would raise money. He was a television personality. He would do lots of charity work. He was like a really weird, like nice guy.
Okay. Because all they do is like show the devil in like a varsity sweater after that.
Yeah. But that's what it is. He's like a super nice guy who raised money for charity and like helped lots of people. But he was actually a rampant pedophile and sexual predator.
Oh.
Like hundreds of victims.
Wow.
Yeah.
Dark.
Yeah.
Okay.
But they didn't know this at this point.
Okay.
This didn't come out till later.
Well, they even made a reference, right? We didn't know. Oh no, there was like there was something else. They that was the spunk one, where they're like
spunk, yeah.
They're like, we didn't know that what spunk meant in America or whatever the fuck.
That was bullshit. They absolutely know. The next one.
See, the next one. This is like oh my god! After like child garbage bullshit, they're gonna make like a mythos. right? Because there's just...
That doesn't come to fruition at all.
No, it doesn't. Well, they kind of go back to it, but like there's the totem and the Aborigine guy making the... And is that racist? What shit they calling the Aborigine guys?
Abos? Yeah, that's probably not a good thing.
Yeah, like a lot of this reading this seemed like, I don't know what half of this means, but a lot of it seems like it's probably offensive now.
I never got lost on the slang. I was okay on most of the slang.
I was okay on it, but I thought that like a lot of it was probably like
problematic,
not cool and offensive now. Like, you know,
now,
like,
yeah,
yeah, like, you know, like this probably didn't age well.
No, I mean, just all right. Look at it this way. I'm gonna say it just because they use retarded a lot.
Yeah.
And that's not okay now.
No, it's not.
So,
it's not.
You know, I'm just saying, like, yeah, you're talking about the late 80s, early 90s. Yeah, they're saying a bunch of shit that's not okay now. That's just the way it goes.
Yeah.
And they're trying to be like funny garbage people. not like
I
a
don't
negative
understand
way,
the we puke thing.
What do you mean?
A couple of times throughout the book, there are characters that are like, we puke.
Like W-E?
Yeah.
Yeah, it just means it's like when they go like splat or whatever. It's them saying the onomatopoeia out loud. They're like saying their action.
Nah, somewhere it was part of a sentence. It was like blah 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 blah, and we puke. Like it was like.
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
I don't know. Who cares? But yeah, so Aboriginal guy's painted on some rocks. Tank Girl ends up looking at it, and he tells her a story of this mythological chick and it's kind of a prophecy, and it's just a prophecy of Tank Girl. And she's supposed to meet 2 other people that'll make her stronger, and apparently she's going to get pregnant. That's it. And that was one of the more, like, reined-in stories.
Yes.
Story 8. Here's the two-parter. This is the one... this is the connecting. This is the only connecting one that I think exists.
Wait, how far do we miss the jump over the random people that, like...
They're going to the beach and she ends up seeing the rock.
Yeah.
Yeah, I skipped them because they don't do anything.
Nope, that's fine.
Like I said, I'm just trying to like summarize this shit.
One of them might have been one of the ones that are like, we puke.
Okay. Yeah, it's just...
the random, like, sup the beer, snog the bitches, and burn the fat guy. What? We're nasty and we smell. What? Like, what? Why? Why is this words?
Drink the beer.
Yeah, I know.
Fuck the ladies.
I know.
And we smell.
It's so dumb.
So the next one, this is part 1 of a 2-parter. It's Tank Girl's birthday, and the only beer that exists is Spunk, because the Mafia have made it so only Spunk exists as a beer, and they hoard all the real beer. So she teams up with Stevie, Jet Girl, and Sub Girl to go steal all the beer back.
I was disappointed that Sub Girl wasn't a girl that had like hoagies and grinders and shit. Like, it's like, oh, she drives a submarine. That's disappointing. I could go for Italian.
So you have Sub Girl who is just Tank Girl with like a different haircut, right?
Yeah.
But then Jet Girl is like Neil Gaiman. Right? She's got like that death look.
Yeah, the Susie and the Banshee kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah. Big 80s hair.
Yeah. So at the end of the issue, they get into the Sydney Opera House. They kill all the guys. They steal the beer. And in the next issue, they explode out of the Opera House. They roll through suburbia. And then they get to go drink their beer and get drunk. But the tank is like balancing on the edge of a cliff. They drink the beer to counterbalance it, but then they forget and fall over. That's it. That's the kind of nonsense we're dealing with.
But, like, there's stuff written in, like, the indexes of pages. Certain characters are wearing buttons with dialogue.
There's shit everywhere.
Everywhere.
There's t-shirts, buttons, bottles. Yeah. There's jokes in everything.
Mm-hmm.
Which,
not even to mention the onomatopoeia.
Some of them are cool. There's a t-shirt towards, it's one of the last ones where it's something like hang Wonder Woman by the balls or something like that.
Yeah.
Like, why? What?
Why?
I don't understand.
Yeah.
Next story, Tank Girl makes Booga a boxer, and Booga is like her boyfriend. Kinda.
Kinda.
They're like a thing. They basically fuck, and he lives in the tank sometimes.
Yes. She references Doctor Who. She's like, my tank is a lot bigger on the inside.
Yeah.
Like, it seems like a lot bigger on the inside.
But this whole thing is cultural references. Like I said, there's people being referenced that we don't know because it's not 1990.
She breaks the fourth wall a couple times.
She does, yeah. Which, cool, fine. I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
She's ridiculous enough too. But she makes Booga a boxer. He gets knocked out. Then she starts telling rumors about what an awesome boxer he is. She ends up getting into a boxing match with a mafia guy who has like the toughest dude. She bullies him into paying her up front to take a dive, for Booga to take a dive in the match because he has money riding on it. She takes that money, bents against Booga, and Booga gets knocked out in the first round, and they make lots of money and get the fuck out of there. Yeah. That's the issue.
That's the issue.
The next one is actually my favorite one. I have a favorite story. It's the one where it's the Aborigine guy telling the story about the god that came and saved them. Mm. So it's like, it's Tank Girl through the lens of a myth 40 years in the future. Right? Like, you don't get Tank Girl in it. You get, like, a god that looks very much like Tank Girl. And she avenges the Aboriginal people who have, like, white people coming. Because the story is all about colonialism.
Yes.
White people stealing the land. And she goes and kills all the people in, like weird ways. Like,
I mean, she becomes one guy's penis.
She becomes a penis. She crushes one dude in her boobs.
Yeah.
Like, she's a giant and she does it. But it's not her. Like, they call her
Tanisha.
Tanisha, yeah. And she's just a god in it. And I thought that was a neat idea, like as a story, like a framing the story that way.
Yeah, but it's still very much her.
Yeah, but it's all ridiculous bullshit.
Yeah.
But it felt more like a narrative than the wild cartoon bullshit that happens in every other story.
Yeah.
That's the only thing that had kind of like any cohesion for me. So I just like that, like I said, she's being mythologized through the whole thing. It's just a neat idea. And then we get Letters Home to Mom, which is literally just like 2 pages of like letters on a legal pad from Tank Girl to her mom with pictures.
It's honestly better than most of the comics.
Yeah, I liked reading the letter home.
Yeah.
The next story is Booga, Tank Girl, and Stevie all wake. And by the way, Stevie is a friend of hers. He's an Aboriginal guy.
Yeah, he's the one with the uncle who was the plastic surgeon. He was in the earlier books.
I think Stevie's.
We mentioned him.
We did mention him, but we didn't mention like what was up with him because we're kind of.
And he's jealous. He's like sweet on her, but like she never had interest in him, and he's very jealous of Booga. So him and Booga like have like a little
tiff. Yeah,
a little tiff.
I think Stevie might be my favorite character.
Yeah,
because he's the least ridiculous person in the fucking book.
Who is she fawning after in the dream thing? When
some guy I don't know.
No, Johnny Lydon, right?
You have it in front of you. I haven't opened the book the entire time.
Yeah, she was preparing herself for an interview with Johnny Lydon. Yeah, so Johnny Rotten of the Sex Pistols. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's why I thought it was funny. I was like, you like someone I like. I don't want to have anything in common with you at all.
But this whole story is bullshit.
Yeah, she wakes up from that dream. Something happens to throughout the story. There's been a stuffed kangaroo. For some reason, they acknowledge that toys are toys, like plush animals and stuffed animals and shit like that.
Yep.
But for whatever fucking reason, they are sentient and they talk.
They're like alive and stuff.
Like they're alive.
There's a stuffed koala. There's a weird little pink thing that has like a name.
It was like an anteater.
Yeah.
And then there's a squeaky rat, which is literally just a squeaky
rat. And it doesn't do anything. It's just a squeaky rat. Yeah.
Unfortunately, koala guy dies. Camp Koala.
Yeah. But they wake up. They play baseball. Tank Girl plays a joke by throwing a grenade.
Yes.
Booga hits it lands by Camp Koala, blows them up, and they go toy shopping.
Yes.
That's the book.
And they go to the toy store.
The best thing part of that one is Garfunkel. He'll do a turd on your carpet.
yeah, it's clearly Garfield.
Yeah, it's just a knockoff Garfield.
I do like, it's superhero-ish and it's cosplay-ish and whatever. I like Booga wearing the Captain David McBlaster outfit.
Yeah, the helmet, the chest piece.
Because for whatever reason they win an entry at the toy store and they're like, you can take whatever you want, and he's like, can I have this? It makes me feel like a real cadet.
Yeah.
And it's like, Booga's like a kid. Like he's like...
Yeah, Booga's a big idiot.
Yeah, but he's like us in a toy store where it's like, I want to wear the cool thing.
Sure.
play with the ray gun.
So I liked the one with like telling the story, right, of her like as a god kind of thing, and then I like the last one because this is the last one. That's how fast this fucking thing is. I like the last one because Tank Girl actually,
and it by no means reads this quickly.
No, it's rough. I like this one because Tank Girl actually gets shit on in this one. So it's Booga's birthday.
And she really deserves it because she shits on like everyone else. So,
she's such a piece of shit.
Yeah, she's really terrible.
It's Booga's birthday, and Tank Girl's like, hey, it's his birthday. I should go get him a present. So she goes to Dirty Fred's old curiosity shop, right? She hears a couple of people talking about a meteor that's going to come hit her, and she's like, cool, I don't have to give him a birthday present. Like, she has an excuse not to now.
Yeah. And he, like, tears up about stuff.
He's like super into the fact that it was his birthday.
Yeah.
Like, he dressed up in, like, and everything.
In other stories, like, he is made to be the whipping boy. Like, he has to make the tea in the morning. Yeah. Like, and stuff like that.
Like, he
wakes up and puts on a nice outfit, and he's like, oh, birthday boy doesn't have to make the tea.
Right, because Stevie's going to do it.
Yeah.
But she uses the fact that this meteor is coming to kind of, like, smash his birthday feelings.
Right.
And then put him to work.
Yes. And Stevie. She makes Stevie go dig a ditch.
Yeah, she makes Stevie dig a big hole and makes Booga call a bunch of people she doesn't like to insult them.
Yeah.
Right?
And the whole time he's like teary-eyed and sad. Like, I really feel bad.
Yeah.
Like, I'd rather read a Booga comic. Like, if Booga and Stevie were a duo having mishaps through the fucking outback.
Sure. So Booga and Stevie find out that Tank Girl, like, she's monologuing in a pool. And they find out she's just fucking with them. So they make a life-size papier-mâché meteor and then launch it at her to scale the shit out of her, but it actually hits her in the face.
I love that's hysterical. Like, they made a fucking giant-sized papier-mâché meteor.
Right. Again, this is Looney Tunes.
Yeah. But I feel like this is the kind of Looney Tunes fun that, like, should have been happening through the whole book.
But at least this is more cohesive as a story.
Yeah.
Where it's like, there's a through line. It's not just bullshit.
And I like a balance of punishment among characters. Like, I don't like when there's one antagonist that's really, like, getting over on everybody else. Right. Like, I really grew to hate her as I read it. Like, I don't, like, she wasn't the hero. I didn't like her. But I like Bugs.
Bugs is likable, but look at what Bugs does. All he does is fuck with people.
No, I know. Yeah, absolutely. But usually he's fucking with terrible people. Elmer Fudd sucks. He's a killer. Yosemite Sam sucks. He's a killer. Daffy's a fucking egomaniac. Like, he fucks with terrible people.
Sure.
Bugsy and Bugsy. Like, like he...
Fair. But they fulfill a very similar role where, like, I'm going to fuck with you.
Booga was not part of the original Kangaroo Gang.
No, he came later.
Stevie has been helpful every time.
He was part of the second gang. Remember the one on scooters?
Yes.
And they thought that they sent Booga to go steal her panties,
right?
As an initiation,
right?
And he never came back,
because
he ended up sleeping with her,
yeah.
And they thought he was dead, so they were going to go to avenge her, and they ended up all getting fucked up.
Yeah.
But yeah, the book ends with her having a giant meteor on her head.
Papier-mâché meteor stuck to her head, bitching to have them take it off,
and that's it.
I like that they get the upper hand. Like,
yeah,
I mean, I think the last page is the highlight of the book, really, because, like, they get the upper hand. This very unlikable character gets, her comeuppance.
And then there was a full page epitaph for Camp Koala.
Yep.
And then there's a cover gallery, which was the best part.
Yeah, I mean, the artwork standalone by itself is good. Like, if it's just these one panel pages. Of good stuff, the paper doll is fun.
There's good art in the stories, but again, they have to be that larger scale panel with a little more focus.
Yes,
like Hewlett's a great artist. Like the wallpaper on my tablet that we're recording on right now has been a Hewlett art piece for the past several years. Like, he's great. I love him. I do not like Tank Girl.
No, Tank Girl is wildly unlikable.
I'm curious, once you get out of this phase, do they become more cohesive? Like, if you go pick up a more modern Tank Girl book, like an actual Tank Girl series,
I would think they have to.
Are we going to have a fucking storyline?
I think they would have to, because they would be out of, like, this serial kind of format from the Deadlines magazine. And, like, we know post this, there have been straight up Tank Girl comics.
So there's been tons.
Right. Yeah. So, like, I would imagine there are cohesive story arcs.
I'm curious.
I'm wondering if they cut the shaft, like if they get rid of all that fucking needless word bubbles and just have.
I think that could be them evolving as artists and writers, over time, because you could see, like, from that first couple to the last couple, there is progress.
There is progress.
I'm curious at what that looks like long term. I'd be curious to read a later Tank Girl book, and we might at some point in the future, in the far future. But yeah, I was disappointed.
I'll be honest. Like recently, I've gotten like the first appearance, like the issues, not the Deadline magazines, but like the first comics of hers, and I was like, oh, cool, first Tank Girl comics. Now I'm like, I don't even want this shit.
Mm-hmm. So I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna ask any listeners if you have any experience with Tank Girl, if you have any idea like what a good Tank Girl like story arc is, let us know. I would love to actually see the other side of this, especially because I had like these preconceived notions of what Tank Girl was, and it wasn't this.
Even if there are any Tank Girl fans listening, why? Like what is it? What do you?
That's what I'm saying. Like, what are the good arcs? Like, what's the appeal here? Yeah. I'm sure it gets better. Like, it has to get better. So, I mean, we always go back, but like, this is gonna be a great conversation with Brian Carroll.
Oh yeah,
because he had a huge Tank Girl thing. He got every new Tank Girl thing that came out, so he was a fan.
But Brian Carroll loved underground comics,
right?
All that serial collected shit. That's where he lived.
Absolutely, but this seems out of the realm for him. I'm curious of what drew him to it. Other than maybe it just kept popping up in shit he was getting, so he just like learned to love it. I don't know.
Yeah.
But like, for what did I say? 13 stories. 13 stories. It didn't like give me the like, oh cool. Like if I were getting into Tank Girl and I picked that up, I'd be like, I never want to read this again. I'm willing to go try other Tank Girl, but I want to pick up the second volume. I might skip 2 volumes down the line of that Tank Girl series they're putting out, the Color Classics.
Right. But like the Blab magazines, like the Blab issues, and what was the other one? The Acme Novelty Libraries. Like that's all they were, is collections of strips from underground artists. And it's like, did you like all of them, or did you like a couple of them, or did you were you buying this whole thing just because you liked Clowers, or did you like?
Right. Well, my point being with him specifically, he would continue to get Tank Girl. I don't know if that was just because he had all of it already, and he needed to continue,
right?
or if he actually liked it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I want to know what the appeal is, other than like, she's not an unattractive comic character.
No, she's a character with a great aesthetic, which I think is like kind of one of the like things that lure you in. Is like she's interesting looking.
Yeah, unfortunately, we had the art was nice in places.
What when we did our year in review for the graphic novels that we read last year.
Yeah.
Do you remember what the worst one was?
For me, it was Secret Wars.
Okay, I
don't recall what for you was.
Okay.
Maybe Avengers Twilight or something along those lines.
Oh yeah, quite possibly, because that was fucking dog shit.
I can tell you this is the bottom already.
Yeah. That's where I was going.
Yeah,
this is
it's plunked straight to the bottom.
This is the worst thing since we've started reading. Like since we've been doing this.
So
far.
I had an easier time reading Secret Wars because despite how much I didn't like it, at least it was a story.
And it didn't have any distractions with like all the little bullshit to take you out of it. When I read all these side columns and I read people's buttons and I read the stickers,
I don't mind that.
I do,
because that could be additive too. It does not always just take you out of it. I think it's a quality thing. A lot of it takes me
out of it, and like references, like 8,000 references to people that I have to stop and look up because I don't know historically.
I looked up none of them.
I mean, I looked up Keith Chewing, and then I decided not to because then I had like 4 more names I had to.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I chalked it up to this is a cultural reference I don't understand. Yes. Keep moving.
Yeah.
So yeah, man, like disappointed, but like it's gonna happen, right?
Yeah,
it's gonna happen. I wish there was more I could pick apart because I can't even be mad that like the story wasn't good. There wasn't a fucking story.
Right.
It was a cartoon.
I don't even remember the movie that well. And now I want to go back and watch the movie and be like, I hate this too. Fuck this is stupid too.
In the desert, the bad guy was hoarding all the water. Was the bad guy Dennis Hopper? Or it might have been someone else. It was like a Dennis Hopper-esque person.
Okay.
But he was like the president and he had all the water and she had to go like save everybody by getting the water. I believe that's what it was. The last time I watched that movie, I was like single digits age.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. What's that actress's name?
Lori Pettit.
Tank Girl's way hotter than Lori Pettit.
Sure, yeah. I'm not going to argue. But I think that's it.
That's my biggest conundrum about Point Break.
Yeah?
Yeah. How can two beautiful men like Keanu Reeves and Patrick Swayze fight over a woman like that?
She was around a lot. As a child, she was Point Break,
Yep.
Tank Girl, and Free Willy.
She was entertaining. I liked her.
I'm just saying, I had a lot of her as a child. I was like, oh, I like you.
Yeah.
And then, she disappeared and never saw her again.
Yeah, but I didn't, find her attractive. I just liked her.
I didn't hit puberty yet, so I can't say I found her attractive.
Yeah. But I was, it's like Patrick Swayze and Keanu Reeves fighting over this 12-year-old boy. No.
Patrick Swayze and Keanu Reeves kiss.
That makes more sense. You almost waited for that in that movie
Swayze's
anyway.
A beautiful man.
More of a Keanu Reeves guy myself, but
Man, all right. I think we go ahead and wrap it up there because I don't have a whole lot more to say. I don't have anything left to say.
No, not about this.
That was uncomfortable.
Yeah.
It felt bad to read. It felt bad to go over. It felt bad figuring out the process of how to go over it.
My expectations were so high.
Everyone, I hate this episode, please.
Yeah. My expectations were so high.
My expectations were, I didn't know what to expect. I had a preconceived notion of what Tank Girl was. I had no high expectations for it.
I had high expectations. I thought I was going to love it. I thought it was going to be tongue-in-cheek fucking wackiness, and it was, but in the wrong way.
For a property that is as old as I am, I'm 36 years old. This is slightly older than I am because it's got a few months on me. It's been around for 36 years.
I think that's the thing that really sucks is you look at the art and you look at the character and the colors pop and she's such an interesting looking character. I mean, everyone knows the
missile boobs,
the missile boob bra fucking artwork. You look at that and you go, how could this be bad? How could this can't be terrible?
It's bad like this.
But it is. It's bad like this.
It's a mishmash Looney Tunes. Like I said, they nailed it in the description up front. That's why I want to read it. It's a Looney Tunes mashup bullshit machine, and it's not good.
But it's not even about a girl with missile boobies. It's not just about like sexy art. Because
it's none of that. Because it's not even sexy.
But that's what I'm saying.
They say she's sexy, but she never does. She has a dump hat. She has a hat she specifically wears when she takes a shit.
Yeah.
I said, she's a gross punk girl who happens to be generally attractive.
I'm just saying, it's not like a Lady Death thing where you're like, I'm reading it because it's an interesting story. No, you're reading it because it's a well-endowed woman in a G-string.
Right, you're not that.
Don't lie to me.
Yeah.
Right, yeah, but you have no preconceived notions. When you look at a Lady Death thing, you go, oh, this is about boobs. Mm-hmm. And it is.
Yeah.
When you look at this artwork, even though it had, could be racier, there was so much more interest there. It's look at the haircut, look at the style of dress.
Yes.
Look at there's going to be something cool here.
Yeah.
And I found nothing cool here.
Yeah, the aesthetic was almost entirely the whole thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. I will say she did constantly changing aesthetic too. She doesn't have a uniform.
Right.
She kind of does. She's got black pants, the boots, and the tank top, right?
Right, but she changed it a lot.
But constantly new outfits and she looked different.
And
all the time.
I think that's an interesting thing to do in a comic series because you do get roped into just superheroes wear their uniforms, But
even that, people in comics wear their uniforms, where it's this person wears a red shirt. That's it. Forever.
Right, exactly. Where it's dude, you change your clothes?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like we're just trying to find nice things to say about it.
I mean, I started that way. It was, I talked about that. I felt that the fact that they said it was recolored, I feel that really helped it.
Hey, those colors, top notch.
They are. They do. They make it pop. It's bright.
Yes, it is bright. It is clean. It is well done.
Yeah.
But I think we're gonna go ahead and cap it right here.
Yeah, and for the first time ever, don't read this book.
You don't have to read this book. I don't think so.
For the first time in the history of book reviews.
Yeah.
Don't read this book.
Don't read this book.
But, also, don't let two curmudgeon assholes tell you. If you have an interest, go ahead.
Follow your heart.
Prove us wrong.
Sure.
I mean, hey, if you shop here and you have an interest, read it and tell us we're fucking wrong.
Yeah, please.
Yeah,
I would love to have a conversation.
Yeah.
And tell you why you're wrong.
Or if you're good enough, tell us why we're wrong.
Right, yeah. Prove it to me.
Yeah.
Thank you for listening to this bullshit episode. I'm going to say, I didn't enjoy doing it, but I didn't not have fun talking about it. I don't know.
Sure.
Thanks for listening to whatever this was.
Whatever this was.
If you would like to email us a suggestion for a much better review, please do that.
You know, one of our hardcore guys is going to come in here and be like, "You guys are fucking terrible. This book is awesome, and here's why." And blah blah blah. And we're going to be like,
I would love for that to happen. School me, please. I'm asking to learn. I'm a lifelong learner. Tell me stuff I don't know. You can send suggestions for better book reviews than this to thecomiccryptcast@gmail.com. It'd be greatly appreciated. We already had people come through with like Black Sad, like stuff where it's like, this is a foreign thing, like check that out kind of stuff. So people already came through with that, which is great. They're on the list. I just have to source them because they're a little harder to find.
Best recommendation we've had, hands down.
Yeah. You can follow the store on Instagram and Facebook, see what kind of trades we do get in on a regular basis on top of other stuff, weekly books. And like we said before, just don't read this book.
We loading up the hearse, throw it in reverse. I come from the church of the Marvel Universe. Bodies getting stuffed in the bags like comics. The hardcore get it while the soft bitches vomit. I came to this earth on a radiated comet. Now the planet is in perilous danger because I'm on it. Fly super villain with the superpowers in me. Got the red issues and all my shit is minty. Body like Ben Grimm, suckers I be beating down. Look around and we be found chilling out in Eatontown. I be at the comic crypt stacking up the kryptonite. Doomsday and Superman every time I grip the mic. Dark Phoenix overloading, supernova sunspot exploding. I'm the Punisher reloading Bobby Drake when he's frozen. Storm forming ominous clouds over the ocean. Working with Professor X to master my emotion. Have you posing in the box whether you know it or not. I'll easily bag your bitch like Logan did to Scott. Mr. Sinister plots when I administer shots to clone Gene from a jeans. Then this shit'll get hot like Inferno. Burn slow, humans are ash. God loves man kills in the days of future past. Now I'm working on a science lesson. Me and Brian Stratton, a rat in a cage who can't stop buying X-Men.
Like a flower that blooms in the spring. You were beauty, you were